Hi, I'm Mark, and this is Diary of Awakening. In my spiritual awakening, there's been some things which really made a difference, and food and proper nutrition has been one of them. I found at the beginning, when I tried to do it all at once, I became overwhelmed. But by adding in little things or taking things away, my body has become cleaner, being detoxing as well, and not in some crazy grapefruit diet way. By taking just things that help clean my body, good water, and there's some different healing clays. It's really made a difference. Anyway, so today I'm here in a little health food store called La Chakra in Cuenca, and I'm just going to show a few of the things that I have in my diet which help me connect to myself better. I think people probably know what coconut oil looks like, but I'm just going to describe a few things of it. It's an oil that if you use for cooking, it has, what's it called? The highest smoke point, which means that it doesn't turn rancid. Most oil, even olive oil, when you cook it above, I think it's 140 degrees, it turns rancid. So if you use it for frying, what you're cooking in is oil that's really not doing you any good whatsoever. Coconut oil is different. Not only does it help your body with it, it's got something called MCTs, which is a medium chain triglycerides. That's really good fat. People often are scared of fat, but actually good fat gives you energy. Fat doesn't make you fat. Sugar makes you fat. Carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates in particular, but of which of course sugar is a complex carbohydrate. But fat, really good for you. If you ever watched that documentary on BBC saying about people tried to live without fat for a week, and by the end of it they had no energy whatsoever. If you have good fat, and coconut oil is good fat, it really helps your body. You can also use it for suntan lotion instead of regular stuff, which has got all sorts of parabens and stuff in it. Also really good for after sun if you happen to get burnt. Turmeric is one of nature's greatest anti-inflammatories because its active ingredient is called curcumin, and curcumin passes into your body and just has an amazing anti-inflammatory effect. You can also get supplements which are, or when mixed with something like bioperine, which is a black pepper extract, it increases its effectiveness incredibly. Really good at, they call it the cancer killer, and really good at reducing inflammation in your body. There's a lot of evidence now to show that inflammation causes all sorts of diseases. What I also do, I make hot chocolate with it. I don't have sugar, but I'll get cocoa and I'll get turmeric, maca powder, and mix it all up together. You can add a little bit of honey with milk. You can choose whatever milk you want. Here in Cuenca, it's hard to get alternative milk, so I'm just using regular cow's milk. But yeah, if you can use almond milk or cashew milk, it's incredible. Lots of people think that chocolate is bad for them, but actually what the bad bit about chocolate, if you're going to call it bad, Shakespeare would argue and say that nothing is bad or good, but it's the sugar in it and the rest of the additives. But this is 100%. When it says 70% or 80%, what it's talking about is the cocoa content. So actually the 100% means it's got no sugar or dairy in it. But if you go for, 80 or 70, the higher the cocoa content, it's much better for you. Chocolate is full of flavonoids and all sorts of amazing stuff. Yeah, they've also evidence to show that if you have just, I think it's 5 to 10 grams a day, it's which is a couple of pieces, don't get carried away, it's really good for your heart as well. Well, those are three of the ones that I use. When I choose what goes in my body, and not in a kind of extreme way, I find that it's much easier to stay connected and experience a spiritual awakening, which is still going on. In a couple of days I leave Cuenca and I'll be heading towards Peru. There's a small village on the way there that I'll stop at. But yeah, so A few people had asked repeatedly if I would make a video on what are the things that I do to stay healthy. I used to weigh 260 pounds, and now I weigh 150. So there's 110 pound loss, which is 120 down to 70 kilos, 50 kilos. That was by working on the emotions that I didn't want, the horrible emotions. That's the shame and the guilt and the anger, getting those in balance, and then also cutting out the sugar and meat. Anyway, this is what works for me. I encourage you to find out what works for you. I am not giving medical advice. I'm just saying what I do in a way to better connect with myself. Thanks for watching.